Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Fitzpatrick sacked.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play fake, it's Fitzpatrick. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
8 yards.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Play action now. Fitzpatrick going up top. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now following the interception, here's Newton. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Newton. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
From the 50, Newton. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that'll make it third down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Newton. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Dietrich Wise. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Running out of the gun here, Breida. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's good.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's White. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Patriots.
Here's Newton. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Jeff, go Jeff. Hustle up now. You got 5-0 here? Let's see what you got. Mike, 30.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 25-yard line.
On second down, a run with Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Off the play fake. Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Grant. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, Fitzpatrick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Fitzpatrick a give to Breida. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Hey, Chip. Watch the run. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's go.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
There you go, get down.
This is Breida. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
52 and 56.
Off play action. Fitzpatrick. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
52 and 56, 52 and 56.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And throw right side complete to Parker. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake. Fitzpatrick. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
There you go, get down. Hey, color. Here we go.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. That'll be complete to Breida. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
At the 23-yard line.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much. but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Takes it at the 7. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From the gun, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Off play action. Fitzpatrick. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Raekwon Davis brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton eluding the pressure right. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Third and long, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, it's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
3-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. 35's the max. Hey. Yeah. Mike 35. Exit.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Incomplete.
Rex Burkhead, the intended receiver there. But it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again. Newton. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
There you go. Get down, get down, get down.
To throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick on the right side. Open is Gesicki. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Strong. He's not going anywhere. Switch. Jim, go Jim. 35. You're not ready.
On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. Going to look deep for Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperate.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is going to lose yardage here. He had the option, decided to keep it. I don't know that it would have mattered either way, though. Defended pretty well.
It really was, wasn't it? Because option plays are really standard 2-point calls, and you have to prep against them, and they did their prep well on that one.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. From the gun, Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Patriots.
They fake the give. Newton. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 4.
By Noah Igbenogany.
Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
The ball carrier.
James White, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are back within a score.
Nick Folk for the extra.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Bryant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Fitzpatrick here to throw. He's going to air one out. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Breida. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Newton. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Richardson, incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Dolphins, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Talk to me nice. I don't talk at all. I make a call to store. I'm off that Adderall.